All right. Today's the day that I'm going to talk about different options for French press. And part of the reason why I want to get this video out is because it's the morning, it's cold, and I really want to have my coffee. And I can't have my coffee if I'm doing a review on the different types of French press. As you see here, I have 3 brands. These are 3 quite popular brands, and I thought that I should do a review on them because I like all of them. Let's start with the Ikea UPPPHETTA. I don't even know how to pronounce that. IKEA has like the weirdest names for their products. Anyway, this is the Ikea French press. Now, if you are getting into French press coffee, which is, I got into it, part of the reason was because I did not want to have a coffee maker with a filter that you throw out all the time and so on, and the price and the expense. I thought it'd be a great idea just to buy a French press, because then you just hump out the coffee grinds and you're done. Anyway, this is the Ikea French press. It is, I think, retails for about $8 at Ikea. It is by far the best price you can get on a French press. It's a 2-cup size French press for 2 cups of coffee, I think. I mean, I use it for myself. No one else in my family drinks coffee or French press. It's a great French press. I bought it before I realized that there are so many reviews out there on Ikea. It has like a 4.5-star rating. I've had it for over a year now, and I really, really like it. So let's take a look at this French press. This is the glass pitcher part. I really don't know what these things are called. I know you coffee freaks out there are like, that's not what it's called. It's called a flask or whatever, or decanter. I don't know. To me, it is called a glass something, pitcher. Doesn't really matter. If you're so snobby about what it's called, then why are you watching this video? Anyway, back to the review. So this is the glass, it's one of those heat-treated glass pitchers that could withstand a lot of heat. Now, it cannot withstand the microwave because this does not come off. The metal does not come off, so if you want to put milk in here to froth it, and you have to heat up the milk before you put it in. It won't work by putting this in the microwave. The bottom part here comes off somehow. I don't want to take it off, but you can pop it off. I guess for cleaning purposes, it comes off and then you can wash it. I never really took it off. I never really washed the outside. I didn't see a reason to. I've only washed the inside. So this is the carafe, flask. I don't know what you call it. This is the glass pitcher part. Okay, now here is the plunger. At least I got that part. Now when I first bought this, I'm like, I don't understand. This thing just slides down. I don't understand. You know, how do I keep this? It doesn't lock on. I don't understand. So I realized after using it that once you put the coffee inside and you press it, it stays in place by the plunger being put down. But let's talk about the plunger component itself. This is actually a really great plunger. I've had it for, like I said, over a year. I've used it. I made many cups of coffee with this French press. It's actually very easy to take apart and clean. I will show you. Here I go. Whoops. Taking off the top part of the plunger. You have what looks like a sink drain cover. Okay. You have the wire mesh, and then you have the metal thing that goes under the wire mesh. Anyway, it's very easy to take apart, very easy to clean. As you can see, I've used it many times, and it's not absolutely disgusting. It's a little dirty. It's not disgusting, and it goes to show you that it's easy to take apart and clean. Putting it together is a little bit tricky. You gotta first put this part on, drop the wire mesh, get it on the hole somewhere here. Look, it's amazing. I'm actually not only reviewing the French presses for you, I'm also taking them apart and putting them back together again. Who else in the world will do such an amazing thing like this? There you go. Put on the final part, and there you go. Done. Now, if I have to show you how to use the French press, then maybe you should look that up before you even get one. But I'll do it anyway. So how you do this French press, There are different ways of making a French press coffee. I've got all my ideas through YouTube, so there's no point in watching me explain to you why or how. Anyway, if you use, depends how you do it. You could do 2 tablespoons of ground coffee. You put it into the carafe. You pour it in a little bit of water, let it sit for a little bit. The amount of water, let it soak. Let the coffee grind soak in the hot water. Then you fill it up till about the amount of water that you're going to want for your coffee. Put the plunger into the top of the water, let it sit for about 3 or 4 minutes. Of course, there's a whole dispute as to whether or not you are going to let it sit for 3 minutes or 4 minutes. Is it 3? Is it 4? Is it 3? Is it 4? Okay, doesn't matter, but I've read 4 minutes. I've read other places that it's 3 minutes. Doesn't matter. Okay, after 3 minutes, 4 minutes, push the plunger down, then you got your coffee. Woohoo! What do I like about this and what do I not like about this? What I like about it is I get my French press coffee. And like I said before, it's a French press coffee that doesn't involve having to use a filter, a whole coffee maker. It's really simple. I have it. It's professional, top-notch quality coffee in this thing. No wires, no cables, no filters to throw out, and you're done. What I don't like about it is that I have to make it, then I have to clean it, then I have to take it apart after each time I use it. I don't take it apart every time I use it. I don't take the plunger apart every time I use it, but I do have to rinse out the carafe, the pitcher, whatever you call it, and then wash everything off. So I thought, do I really want to go ahead and do this every time? Like if it's just me, maybe they sell on Amazon a mug coffee cup that's also French press. What do you know? They actually do. So I really like this. I recommend it. I don't use it. If you do have 2 people in the family and they love coffee, this is good for 2 cups of coffee, maximum 2 cups of coffee. So then, if you're more than one person drinks it, your spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, your the identity. So if you're schizophrenic, you could get this and you make 2 cups of coffee and then you're good to go. Definitely recommend it. Like I said, I've had this for over a year. Solid, great reviews on Ikea. It's about $8. Awesome. That takes me to these 2 products. Here we have the Presse by Bobble, and we have the Zyliss. I really don't know how to pronounce this. I'm sorry. The Zyliss mug. So this is a French press mug. This is a French press travel cup. Just to start off, neither of them are small enough to fit in most coffee cup holders in a car or a van. I know now they have wider coffee cup holders, but this is pretty wide. I should have brought another coffee cup just to compare. This is wider than your average mug, significantly wider. So, and because of this armrest here, you won't be able to put it inside a cup holder in a car. You can, but it'll be sort of like an angle. The same thing with this. This will actually fit in our Toyota because our coffee cup holder is big enough. If I'm speaking too fast, I'm sorry, but that's the way I give my reviews. Let's first talk about the Presse by Bobble. Presse by Bobble. This retails at the time of this video, when I made the video, it's around $25 on Amazon. I bought it on Amazon. I bought it because it fit my needs. So let's take a look at this. The Presse by Bobble is a French press travel mug. The top, it is a rubber top, unlike the Zyliss, which is a plastic top. Okay? Now, just telling you, I'm going in the order of when I purchased these products and how long I had them. I've had this French press travel Presse by Bobble for about 7 months now, 6 months, don't remember. Anyway, this is the rubber top, very durable. People have complained that there's a smell. It smells like coffee to me. Yeah, I don't know. My issue with it is I don't enjoy so much drinking from a rubber top, but I get the hang of it. This is a metal. It's all metal insulated. It will keep your coffee very hot, which is a problem for me because I don't like when my coffee's so hot, so I'll have to let it stay open. And let's dissect this thing here. Okay, this is the plunger that's coming out. Check this out. You got a little rubber stand. It says Bobble there, so it helps it keep sturdy. Now, it's a very interesting plunger. What I like about it is that it's it looks like a one-piece design. It's really not one piece. It's actually like three pieces together. As opposed to the Ikea plunger, you already have it in your mug. If you're going to wash it, you're going to wash one thing. You don't have to wash your French press and then wash your coffee mug. This is like you're already washing everything here. So this is the plunger part. Now, how does it work? You pour your coffee onto here. That's sort of like the area where you measure it, and then you dump it into the cup, which, by the way, doubles as a insulated cup. If you don't want the plunger, you can just make your coffee, hot water, whatever here, and close the lid like this. Now, it's not really going to seal it because the drink will dribble, the water will dribble. Is that the word? Anyway, the water will come from here, or the hot coffee, or whatever you got. So it's not really like a sealed. None of these are sealed options. But this is the rubber top. You could just use this as your own mug. Now, once you dump the coffee into here, you don't, by the way, need to put coffee here and be like, oh, this is great, I'm going to dump into here. You could just take 2 tablespoons of coffee and put it in here directly. And now there's a little draw line. I don't know if you could see that over there. There are like 3 lines there telling you where to fill up the water until. Okay, you put your coffee in there, put the water in, wait 3 minutes, put the plunger in, whatever you want, however you want to make it. Back to the plunger. How does this work? There's a metal mesh right there. Can you see me? I don't know if you could see me, but there's a metal mesh. I didn't understand by looking at Amazon what this was exactly. This is a metal mesh. Now, this part here actually comes off, so you can clean it, okay, or replace it. I have cleaned it. I clean it. I don't clean it every day. I clean it every other day. It gets gross because the coffee gets stuck over here, and then you have a coffee inside here, and it's kind of gross. Sometimes it's difficult to take off. I use a towel, and it comes off. You also have this part that slides off. Okay, so there are some components. It gets annoying that you have to clean so many, but look, I take it, I wash it, I put this back on, slide this on, okay, I'm done. All right, there you go. Put it in, put your hot coffee, put your coffee grinds, put your hot water, put the plunger on top, there you go, wait 3 minutes, whatever you like, and then you're going to carefully and slowly push the plunger down, and it will keep the coffee down at the bottom, and they'll keep the coffee grounds on the bottom, and your fresh coffee will be on top. I have not had any issues with my coffee tasting bitter because the coffee grounds mixed or anything like that. Nothing like that. It was actually great. It is great. I really like it, and I use it all the time. Now, what do I like about it and what do I not like about it? I like about it the size. It's a nice size coffee mug. It's also what I don't like about it. It holds a lot of coffee. It holds more coffee than the Zyliss. So if I make a lot of coffee, I don't need such a big cup of coffee. I could also put less coffee in there, more milk, less coffee. It's not a big deal. What else do I don't like about it? I don't like that there are a few complaints on that. I don't know why this metal top here is so sharp. Like, what if I don't want to use a lid? What if I'm at home and I just want to drink? I'm like drinking from this metal. This is like a blade. It's not like sharp. I mean, I can't cut myself, but it's uncomfortable. So you have to use the cover to drink from it, which is annoying because I don't like drinking from a rubber cover all the time. So that's my other issue with it. The other component is, like I said, I don't like having to take it apart and clean it all the time. Anyway, it really is a great French press. I like it. I use it. And I recommend it. Presse by Bobble. All these items except for the Ikea one, actually the Ikea one too, I'm going to leave a link in the description below for these products. So there you go, Presse by Bobble. Now this, like I said before, this will keep your coffee super, super hot. So if I had the Presse by Bobble, why would I get the Zyliss? Good question. The reason why I got the Zyliss was I was traveling, and I didn't want to take this heavy French press cup with me. So, actually, that's not the truth. The truth is, this is what I really wanted. and I didn't even know this existed. So after I bought the Presse by Bobble, Amazon conveniently showed me, oh, you bought the Presse by Bobble. I don't know, a week later, they showed me in ads, they said, you might really like this. And I'm like, this is actually what I wanted. I wanted a mug, a simple coffee mug that was also had a French press plunger filter type thing. So I bought it. When I bought it, it was only $10 on Amazon. Now I think at the timing of this video, it's around $19. $19. So it was only around $9. I figured, what the hell, $9. I'll get it. So let's talk about the Zyliss. What I like about it, what I don't, and how it works. First I want to talk about the functionality and so on. This is the lid. It's your standard plastic, simple, basic lid. There's no prevention there from it spilling or seeping or coming out at all. That's all it is. That's what it is. It's just a plastic lid. It does have rubber around the lid to keep it on to your mug. This is the inside of the mug. And over here is the plunger. Okay, now like the Presse by Bobble, the plunger is a wire mesh. What's really cool about this is that it's incorporated into the mug, which I think is amazing. So here is the coffee mug. This is how big it is. It's actually a pretty big mug. If you just want to have a coffee mug like this, it can be big. The problem is if you just use it by itself and you put the cap on, you know, coffee or whatever can spill out. It's not designed to be used without the plunger. So here's the plunger. Now how this works, you put your coffee in just like the press, you wait 3 or 4 minutes, and then you lower the plunger, put the plunger on top, and then you slowly lower the plunger down. Okay, now it's important that I say slowly. What are the complaints about this? There are complaints about this mug online on Amazon. What are the number one complaints? Number one complaint is, you see this hole over here? Okay, when you push down, the coffee grinds, I know it's kind of silly, they will flow, the coffee and the coffee grinds and the hot water will flow through this hole here, right into the actual mug. It's kind of annoying. People complain about that. Why would they make it like that? Part of the reason why they make it like that is you will never be able to get this down if you don't have a way for the fluid to get on top. So there's a solution to this. How do you do it? What do? You put the coffee grinds at the bottom, you add your hot water to the max fill line. See, there's a nice little max fill line, tells you where to put up your line, fill it up with that line, or you can fill it up lower, it doesn't matter, you do what you want, it's your coffee. Put the plunger in, you wait your 3 minutes, I think they actually say 3 minutes for this, 3 minutes for this, and 4 minutes for the Ikea French press. Anyway, you wait 3 minutes, 4 minutes, however you like to wait, and then what you do is, here, this is the trick that makes this thing work. Instead of pushing it straight down like that, tilt your mug this way. What happens when you tilt your mug this way? The coffee grinds will float to, everything will sort of tilt towards this side of the mug. Then when you push it down slowly, you're not going to get the coffee grinds flooding into your mug. Okay, and then you push it, lock it in place, add your milk and sugar. If you want, stir it. If you want, add milk and sugar, and then you're good to go. Okay? Now, if you push down the plunger and you find that there's coffee in here, big deal. Take out the plunger, rinse it off, do it again. It's not a big deal. It's not, I wouldn't give it a 1-star review just because coffee grounds flowed into your coffee cup. What I like about this and what I don't, I really like this. This is my favorite one. I like this because it was only $9 when I bought it. Now it's $19. I like it because it's durable. I like it because it's, like I said, like the Presse by Bobble, it's an all-in-one. It's much easier to clean than the Bobble. You just really just pull this out. You rinse this off. Take the coffee grinds, pour it into your garden or into the sink. Better in the garden, better for the environment, great for the ground. And then you're done. I don't actually really even rinse this with soap and water. I just rinse it out when I'm done, rinse this off, and then I let it dry. So this is my favorite mug. I prefer this almost all the time because it's so simple, it's so small. I can make a coffee on the go. Compare the two here, okay? If you're just the only one in your house who's drinking coffee, You're going to get this thing, okay? You're going to make a big cup of coffee. You're going to end up not using all the coffee in the French press. Then you're going to be stuck having to wash this out, pour out the grinds, take apart the plunger, and clean it. Versus this, you're definitely going to finish the coffee in the cup here because it's small. It's not as big as the Bobble. And then you just pull out the plunger, rinse it, and you're good to go. And then you're done. What I don't like about it is I don't like so much that I can't really put it in a cup holder in a car. It doesn't allow for that. It doesn't fit, but I didn't buy it for the car. I don't like, sometimes I like my coffee to last a little bit longer, and I will finish my coffee too quickly with this. So it's good that I have the Presse by Bobble, because on days when I really want to drink my coffee and enjoy it or add more milk, I'll take the Presse by Bobble. This will hold significantly more coffee. I would say it holds about, I don't know. I did the measurement. I filled this up with water and I poured it into here and it overflowed, if that helps. Or if I poured water into here without the plungers, I poured water into here, filled it up to the top without the plunger, I poured it into here, it was only about 3/4 of the way. So this definitely holds more coffee than this, but this is guaranteed that I will finish my coffee. And like I said, it's easier to clean. Out of the 3 options, this is my favorite. The Zyliss French press mug, by far my favorite. I love it. It doesn't mean I don't use this. I use this too, all the time as well. I use this more often. This one, I don't use as much because I'm the only one at home. Like I said, this is about $8 on Ikea. The French press Bobble stands around $25 on Amazon. And the Xylis is currently, at the time of this video, it's probably $18. The price may go down. It's a garbage truck. I gotta get finished with this video. It's time to make my coffee, my morning coffee. Anyway, I don't remember. Ikea French press, Presse by Bobble, Xylis. I will leave a link in the description below for all 3 of these. Thank you for watching. Bye now.